Kitty. Name. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hi,
Hey,
everyone.
Kiki.
Hi, Aldrich. Hi, Coco. Hi, Luke. Hi, Zoda. Hi, Chris. So, thank you, everyone, for joining.
Thank you everyone for joining.
So, we're here to talk Pokemon. Series 8, guys. What do you think? Tell us what you think of the Mons. Everyone?
Honestly, I've never been a big fan of using legendaries in any battle format. So when it came to Series 7 being able to use 3, 4, or even a whole team, I was a bit disappointed. So I'm glad Series 8 they're putting a restriction on it,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I don't know. We've all been
That's just me.
used to two legendaries, but now it's just one. So I don't know how that's gonna go with matchups and stuff.
Well, it'll bring an interesting dynamic because a few people I've been talking to are like, yeah, I'm going to run Exernus, but then I'm going to have Zacian in the back to shut down the Exernus setup and everything. So now that you can only have either Exernus or Zacian, it'll definitely bring a different dynamic to how you're going to counter those stronger legendaries to in the series and whatnot.
Yeah, that's true. Um,
Because the biggest threat I found was, or I still find now, will be Zacian, and the only way I can think of shutting it down is with a G-Max Cinderace or just having a strong fire type Pokemon in the back to shut it down. But it's also going to have to outspeed it too, which may be difficult without a Tailwind setup.
yeah, that's true.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for
Hi, Kiki.
joining.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Ooh, let me
So let's
see.
talk Pokemon, guys. What do you think? What? Everyone else, what do you guys think?
Well, since I actually just finished one of my matches, I'm playing in a Series A tour right now. So,
Yes, I know
the
you've been
first Pokemon
watching
I'll
your
give my
stream.
thoughts on, yeah, is the big giant horse, Calyrex Ice.
Yes.
It's pretty good.
What?
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Initially, when going into it, I thought I think the ghost one is better just because the speed and you can hit everything on the special side. But being able to set your own trick room and having ice coverage, especially things like Groudon being weak since it's just pure ground now, I think it's a high A tier. It's really good actually. Like I would one of the probably better mods in the format.
But then
So
it's got the dual abilities as well. Hey, being the
Very,
Ice
very true.
Horse rider.
Mm-hmm. The plus one is great. But what I've been interested in is the fact that it gets unnerved. Yeah, that one is probably the most devastating one because I remember early on in Series 7 or later on, like pretty much before the format change, people were starting to run like Shuka Instant. You can't use
Yeah.
that now. So it's pretty good.
cool.
But would that then open up for a counter having a Ghost Horse rider, being able to shut that down? If you can outspeed it first turn and just outmuscle it a little bit, would that open the possibility for that then?
That's a good question. Like the one thing I've noticed in playing Ghost Rider, it's either sent out first to just kind of chunk everything down and put it in range with like speed control, or they
Yep.
save it in the back and it just sweeps. And it's really hard to force it out most of the time. So like that's one of the issues I've run into fighting against the Ghost Rider. It's either gonna really chunk your team in the beginning and then everything else cleans up after, or you're trying to spend a whole match forcing it out so you can deal with it. But if you have something like Yveltal, you have a pretty decent matchup. But Urshifu, I thought was enough. It is not.
Or if you have the right
Uh,
EVs with Urshifu, it can one shot the Ghost Horse. Because I'm running an Assault Vest Urshifu with Wicked Blow. It's got
mhm.
252 in attack and I think 252 in HP. And
Mm.
if I get the Dynamax off with my Regirock, and let's say I pull off a Volt Switch or a U-turn or something, I send out the Urshifu, it gets a +1. Generally, 9 times out of 10, no one's going to predict that U-turn swap, so then they're going to target the Regirock anyway.
Right.
But then you send out Urshifu that has a +1, and 9 times out of 10, it will tank an unbuffed Spectire or Spectrier. So then you can pull off the Wicked Blow and then one-shot it that next turn. That's what I found that's been working for me in Series 7 with the Foo.
I love that. The Foo.
Foo.
Okay, well, that's good. Cool. We are going to go to the Keymaker, guys. Tell us what your thoughts are on where you think these mons will go in Series 8. So we know that the Ice Horse and Caltorex is going to be up there, but
Yeah. Honestly, it's gonna be like A.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
all right. All right, boys. It learns expanding force. Dear God, help us.
Wait, who learns Expanding Force? The Ghost Horse?
Mewtwo.
Oh, get stuffed.
Yeah. Mewtwo's actually
Yeah.
low-key kind of good. I wasn't expecting it to, but then looking at all the stuff it gets, I was surprised. I was pretty surprised at that speed. I was like, this is not bad. It really isn't.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think
Like, I
Mewtwo will
don't
go
think
up
it's
into
one
that
of the
S tier.
Yeah, I don't think it's one of the better mons, but it is really good. Like somebody could easily make a really good size spam team, something really offensive,
Yeah.
like HO, you know?
But you have to actually pair it with like Indeedee instead of like Tapu Lele, because Indeedee would be a perfect perfect support for Mewtwo in case of like, oh, expanding force. Bye.
Yeah.
So, would you have the Indeedee there to use Follow Me and everything and run a sash
Yeah.
on it?
Yes.
You could, Sash or Colbert,
And then you can set up.
just in case.
So
Like,
set
either
up,
one.
would you? Because when I first started streaming Pokemon and everything, I was doing viewer battles and everyone would bring Mewtwo and they'd bring all the legendaries from the that you could get in that vanilla stage of Sword and Shield.
GS Cup,
And
yeah.
I struggled to
Mewtwo
take
gets
down the
Hurricane.
Mewtwo when people would Dynamax and then get a Max Steel Spike off, or even 2 Max Steel Spikes. Mewtwo was extremely tanky.
Wait, it gets Steel Spike? Off of what?
I think it can learn Iron Tail.
Eh,
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Oh, well, I did
Yeah,
not.
a lot. Like I
didn't
was
know that.
in Eek stream. He said that Ghost Horse would be better expanding force, but nah, fam. We gotta honor the the original Mewtwo. We still gotta honor him.
Very true. All right.
Okay, so
Oh,
wait,
what is this
Mewtwo?
team? Oh, all right.
Mewtwo would be
Oh,
going.
by all means, you guys keep talking. I'll be right back. Let me go do my match real quick.
Okay, thanks, Pixley.
Go
I'll put
with
Mewtwo in S.
Where all to go? S? Alright.
Hello.
Hi.
I'd say he's an S.
No, he's A. I think personally he would be like high A, low S.
High A, low S.
Who?
Mewtwo.
What?
No, I think he's way.
No.
It's too high, too high.
No,
That's way
I
too
would
high.
put him.
From you,
He's a
I'll
C
say
at
B.
best. No, that's way
Bro.
too high. He's a C at best. He's a C at
All right.
I
best.
think the problem with this meta will be that because previously it was 2 legends, because it's only 1 legend, a lot of these ones that are like borderline are going to be very bad. So that's also what you have to consider.
Okay.
Exactly.
I think Mewtwo will silently creep up in the tier list.
Yeah.
It's
Currently right
gonna
now-
be everyone will sleep on Mewtwo. Like when I built my Regirock team, I found a lot of people were sleeping on the cursed Regirock. I would send out Clefairy, Regirock, pop off 2 curses, and then drop a max knuckle, and I would start sweeping. So
My issue with Mewtwo would be that if the Ghost Horse is like one of the best Pokemon, that just hard counters Mewtwo anyway. So I don't really understand how it's good.
and you Veltor as well.
That's right.
Yep. But here's the thing: like the only way that Mewtwo will work is the expanding force bullshit.
Correct.
Yeah.
He's a C at best. I can't put him in the B. I can't.
He's a C at
The
best.
only thing I can give him is okay. He's got a good move pool, but that's it. Yes, 100%. Stand by that. He's got a good move pool. I'll give him that, but that's it. That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
He's outclassed
Okay.
many Pokemon in the format.
I would say high C. Then I can
Yes.
I can compromise to that.
I do
Because-
give him a high C. Like I would put him above Rayquaza. Like I would 100% do that.
Above required.
Can we put an F in the chat for Rayquaza? It had a wish and it failed miserably.
Yeah, it's because of we're not in Sun and Moon and the previous gens, so
Yeah,
he got hurt
exactly.
unfortunately.
And
But,
Dragon
yeah.
is like, oh yeah, you're going Dynamax? No, fam. Nah.
Okay. So you're saying let's go to Rayquaza. You're saying Rayquaza would be a D then, are you guys saying? Rayquaza won't be good this season? Series?
No, I don't think he's that bad. No. I don't. That's like Lugia tier. I think Rayquaza is a mid C. Like he's definitely not as good as a Mewtwo, but not bad enough to be in the D tier. Because 150, an attack stat is still good. But the speed will hinder him. And just he was better in like previous gens, but in Gen 8, they took his strong points away, and
He
I think
was
he's still
best.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he was best for me, like in 16 and Ultra Series.
Right.
When he was the best. After when he didn't get his Mega Stone, wherever it was, nah, fam. Like airlock, please. Like it lost like its Delta Stream, which was at the time was like, oh yeah, instead of a quad weakness to ice, it only had one time weakness to ice.
So where do you think Rayquaza would be?
What item would you run a Rayquaza anyway in this format? AV or Life Orb?
And what team would
Both
it
are
go
fine.
with? What team would it go with? Like what would it go with for its
I like Dragon Dance with it. I think that's not bad next to an Indeedee. I think that's okay. You could try the weakness policy with the Comfey. That's not bad, and then put a Steel type on there with like a Metagross, so you get that Dragon Fairy Steel core. You could do that, but the
I'd only
rest
run
of the meta,
Rayquaza.
what's that?
I was going to say, I'd only run a Rayquaza to shut out anyone trying to set up with a solar power Gmax Charizard or anything.
Yeah.
Get that airlock ability off, or anyone that has a Torkoal Venusaur lead or Kingdra Politoed lead, sorry, not Kingdra, Politoed. I'm pretty sure Politoed will die out with Kyogre, but anyone trying to run that lead where they're going, yep, I'm going to try and shut down your what do you call it?
Shut down
element.
the weather, I think, right?
Yeah, the weather. That's what I'm trying to get to. So yeah, it's look, if I was to run a Rayquaza, it would solely be. I know you can only have one legendary, but it would be solely just to shut down any weather stats that could affect the turn of battle.
Honestly, Rayquaza would be best at like a GS Cup, but a G Cup, nah.
Well, that's the thing. Like, it can be okay against like a Rain or a Sun team, but what if you're not up against that? Then
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
not as strong.
Here's the thing: it dies to Ice Horse Galarex. It dies to Xerneas. It dies to pretty much everything.
Yeah.
But by the way, on the topic of the Ice or the Ghost Horse Riders, I just found this recently. It's not affected by Wheezy neutralizing gas. I thought that was kind of insane.
For real? So that's
Yeah,
the
it's
Ghost
not.
and the Ice Horse?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
stupid.
The Ice Rider
They're both
and the
broken.
Shadow Rider, it's not affected by Wheezy neutralizing gas. We
Guys,
just saw that
let's
on
put all
Fevzi's stream.
legendary.
Wow.
All other
no, just those
legendaries
two,
to
just
being
those two.
below.
Just those two. Like I think I can
So basically,
Making it
it's the
a-
Ghost
yeah.
and the Ice Horse with Calyrex. That's kind of busted.
Yeah, it doesn't
That's
affect
very
it.
busted.
I did not know that until today. The reason I know that is because Fevzi was streaming, and then I saw that he experienced that, and he couldn't believe it himself. That was
That's
interesting.
That's insane. That makes Ghost and Ice Horse with Calyrex a lot more interesting.
Well, yeah. So
So-
that's why like what it does is it makes them very good. It makes it a good partner, but it also makes it a dangerous opponent.
Yeah. So literally,
Yeah.
like lately, like for Ghost and Ice Horse, like it could actually be really decent, like Reggie Gigas matchup because you can literally like for Reggie Gigas, like you can literally like trick him against it or something like that.
Yeah, I
What?
just linked it in the Facebook chat. Like, look at his reaction. He couldn't believe it. Look at that.
Bro.
Horse and Castle Rex up with.
What's that?
Kosa.
I'd do a Clefairy or something with Follow Me personally.
Indeed, double
very-
expanding horse.
Oh yeah, true.
Honestly, wait, Ghost Horse or Ice Horse?
Ghost horse.
Ghost Horse.
Oh yeah, Indeedee. Indeedee, yeah, Indeedee or Clef.
So are we saying that the Ice Horse is going to be right up there as well with the Ghost Horse?
Oh yeah,
Yes.
if it's
Yes.
not affected by the wheezing neutralizing gas.
You all
then-
think that the Ice Horse was stupid in Series 7? Series 8 is even going to be worse.
Here's gonna be one of my first teams. You have Wheezing Reggie Gigas with the Venusaur, Torkoal, Porygon 2, Ice Rider horse with it. That's a good 6. You can't tell me that's not a good 6.
I can see that. Like, I think Slim is using like Ice Horse right now. Like,
Yeah, he is.
like right now, my team, I'm running Kyogre, Tornadus, Rillaboom. Dude, Rillaboom's gonna be hella slept on in this meta.
Oh,
Yeah,
what are you
Rillaboom.
running on your Rillaboom? Because I found either an expert belt or a choice band is broken for Rillaboom.
Oh, AV.
AV?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can go AV. You can go Miracle Seed. That's fine.
It's either I see. I've tested Benji's what was it? The Rose Incense thing. I'm like, yeah, this thing's kind of this thing guy is kind of dumb.
It's good. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
Rillaboom's
I think
not going to
Rillaboom-
go away as long as Tapu Fini's still in the meta.
Yeah. Plus now it bodies fucking Groudon and it bodies Kyogre.
Yeah, true. So essentially, any team that you're going to build needs to, I wouldn't say rely on a Rillaboom, but needs a strong grass type like Rillaboom in the back.
Yeah, like
body.
the best grass types are Rillaboom, like Kartana. Actually, Tatsurina is going to be hella slept on in this meta, in my opinion.
It's kind of slow though, isn't it? You need to
It
rely
is
on a trick
slow.
room for it.
It is slow, but here's the thing: Queen Majesty is like yeet on all the abilities. It can shut down Groudon, Kyogre, and it gets
But-
triple axle. It gets
But
triple
then you're
axle.
susceptible to going down to, let's say, a Fire Blast or something from a Groudon or Groudon, or any mon that can learn those.
That is
strong
true,
fire
but
base.
Groudon doesn't have the red orb anymore, so
True.
it doesn't get the stab anymore.
This is true. This is true. But what if you life orb the Groudon?
Well, well,
Well,
No,
Kyogre-
no, I don't think you can do that, and I'll tell you why. Because you're going to be pairing the Groudon with something like a Charizard and a Venusaur, and the Charizard needs the Life Orb. Yeah.
Well,
If anything-
I found it's good with the charcoal.
Oh, fine.
Yeah, you could give him that. You could give him that. That's fine. But without that fire typing like it used to have, it's not as good. But still fine. Still fine.
Yes. But honestly, like for Groudon, I would say like Groudon is not going to be good as like Ultra Series or 16. Absolutely not. It's not going to be as good, but
I would put
it's
him in the
still
B
going to
tier.
be good support for like Venusaur and like Charizard. I agree with that.
Yeah. Put him in the B tier. 100%.
Big Groudon.
Yeah, put him in the B tier. He's definitely good. He's solid. Yeah.
What do you think Xenius will be?
Xerneas?
Xerneas?
Is... Oh,
Xerneas,
Hey.
Powerhead,
Hey.
and Geometry.
all hail the dare! All hail the dare!
Yeah. It's definitely an A tier. Like the Dynamax format did hurt it a little bit because you can't one shot things if they're Dynamax, but Geomancy is still +2/+2/+2.
Here's the thing.
And-
Yesterday, I was running an Indeedee Xerneas team. Oh my
That's fine.
god, dude!
Yeah.
like you
Yeah.
have to pair for like Indeedee because it can't get faked out. The only threat to to Xerneas is Zacian, and actually a lot of people are going to sleep on this, but Duraludon, a lot of people are going to be sleeping on that real quick. Because here's the thing, because Duraludon has that ability where like you're like Indeed's like, yeah, you're going to follow me? No, get that shit out of here.
So what tier do you think Xerneas will be?
A, 100%
High A,
A.
definitely.
Yeah, but because Evoltal is a hard counter, I would put him in. Yeah, he's A. I'm thinking of something else. He's A. Xerneas
And
is A. 100%.
also now that Zacian is running to
Oh,
hopefully
Evoltal?
sounds.
That's an S tier. Like you can't even re-argue. Like, look at all the psychic mons. Like Evoltal just smashes that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Imagine Galar but better. But
yeah.
So what item? Like this is my first game where I've actually gotten into competitive Pokemon. So I never really did Sword of Shield or X and Y. So what kind of item would you look at running on the Yveltal then?
honestly, you could actually pair it with Comfy and be like, you seen the Comfy Galar Imagine
so
that,
weakness
but on
policy.
steroids.
I think the best thing. Yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, so you'd run a weakness policy on it then?
Yes. Either Life Orb or Weakness Policy.
I'm going to say Assault Vest, and I'll tell you why. Because you're going to need, for these 4 moves, you're going to need Snarl to neutralize Ghost Rider.
Hang on. I'm going to take notes on this one.
Yeah, you're going to need Snarl. Okay, obviously you're going to need Oblivion Wing, right? You're going to need Oblivion Wing. That's without a doubt. You're going to need Oblivion Wing. You're going to need Snarl. You're going to need Sucker Punch and Foul Play. Okay, Foul Play is really good against all these physical mons. Okay, and Sucker Punch, especially, against Kyogre, where you could just, land that first hit, and you'll reduce that Water Spout damage. That's really good. And, Oblivion Wing is Oblivion Wing. And you need Snarl. Snarl is really nice. So for that reason,
run 252 in special attack?
Especially a lot of people are going to run.
No?
I would run basically just enough to where it reaches that second bump in the EV stat. So I would put about 148 points. So that way it gets it up to 187. Yeah. Because I'm looking at
148 special attack. What would you run? So what would be the overall EV spread that you'd look at running on, let's say, a Yveltal then?
So I would run enough speed where it can outspeed Adam and Metagross, which is around 126, 127. So I think about 60 speed gets it to that. And
so 126 speed.
Yeah, and then I would run pretty much almost max HP here. Maybe 244 if anything. And then the rest in bulk.
So would you look at bulking special defense or defense then?
We have an assault vest. We don't need as much special defense. If anything, you just need 1 or 2 EVs in it. So maybe up to maybe 12 points, and then the rest can just go in defense. That's all you really need. Yeah, because Yveltal's a counter mon more than anything.
Yeah.
Especially we're going to see a lot of Ghost Horses. Everyone's going to think, oh, Ghost Horse is going to be busted. I'm like, nah, fam. Yveltal is going to be hella good.
Yeah.
Especially now that Dynamax exists. Yeah, Yveltal's just got a little bit better, in my opinion. The only thing that threatens Yveltal is Xerneas.
Yeah, go ahead.
At least in all the current everything, all the legendaries, the only 2 things that threaten it is Zacian and Xerneas.
Yeah, and then here's the thing with Xerneas. Look, if you're running Yveltal and they're running Xerneas with a redirector, okay, so put a Regieleki on your team. All right, they take turn 1 to redirect and then set up Geomancy. Our turn 1, we're gonna set up Light Screen and we're gonna Snarl. Now what does he do? Nothing.
Yep,
does nothing.
And then now, you're at +1 for a special attack, but now that Xerneas actually doesn't outspeed the if my memory serves, I don't think the Xerneas does outspeed the what's it called, the Aleki still.
It won't. Think. It's once you set up the screens and you Snarl at once, that's it. You've given yourself a big advantage.
Yeah.
Because then he has to take a turn to switch, and then that you just smash him.
But still, you're right. I believe Yveltal is S plus if
Yes.
possible.
Yes, like that's there's no question. It's an S.
Okay.
What would you say Lunala will be?
Lunala.
Get him in the bin. Get him
Not
in the bin.
yeah, not that great. I mean, it just gets outclassed by the Shadow Rider now.
Okay.
Yeah, it just no.
No. Unfortunately, because of Calyrex, it's literally like C, D tier.
Yeah, the Shadow Rider just does his job better in every form.
Maybe Necrozma?
Which Necrozma?
The regular one, the vanilla one.
Yeah. Get in
Yeah,
the
that's
bag. Get in the bag.
That's also garbage. Yeah, like Cosmo, and like yeah,
Cosmom?
like they're in the same. We don't need to talk about that. Yeah,
that is
pre-evolutions
literally
don't count.
bag tier. That is literally bag tier.
Yeah, you
That
can
is
throw those
literally
in the
like-
garbage right now. Exactly.
I actually thought it was gonna be good this season. Let's see.
Cosmog and Cosmog?
Why?
Why? They're pre-evolutions.
Well, that's true. That's true. Okay.
They
All I
don't
know
have an
is
attack. They don't have an attack.
I'm s-
They have 2 moves.
What was it? Splash and what was the other move?
I forget. It doesn't matter. It doesn't do any damage.
I think teleport.
Okay. Who should we talk about next? Ho-Oh, guys. What do you think of Ho-Oh?
Okay.
Okay,
That's one worth talking
Ho-Oh is
about.
going to be really good.
Yes, I agree with that.
High B.
I faced Ho yesterday.
Regenerator?
Yeah,
that's really
Yeah,
good.
regenerator for that is actually kind of good.
Cool. Well,
100%
Pair it
high
with
B.
Lapras or Rillaboom, and you've got a good team there.
Lapras was really good. So a high
It does really well against like Sun. So like you could give him like a safety goggles, and like your 2 main moves is obviously going to be Sacred Fire and Brave Bird. And you know, Ho-Oh does really well against the steel types. And so Sacred Fire is going to do a lot of damage. You can burn. And you could put like Recover on it just to like extend its longevity. And then, you know, having the ability to switch him out like an Amoonguss and then Regenerator to get health back is really, really nice.
It gets Earthquake as well. It could beef up its special defense as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And if you get
Yeah,
screens
I
as
do
well
like
with
Ho-Oh.
it,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, put him in
It's gonna be
screens
really
with a Lucky. It does really nice. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like 154 special defense is already
Or
good.
with screens with like Grimstorm as well.
Yeah, you could even run coaching plays. You know, where someone paired next to him with coaching. That's another thing you could try.
But the biggest
you-
threat, and hold on, you go first. Then
No, that's it.
okay, so my biggest threat for Ho-Oh, Kyogre. Like literally,
You
one
just
word
run
that
Rillaboom.
fucking dies.
Well, yeah, that's why you have 5 other Pokemon on your team.
I'm
You can run
saying
it
if
with
it's like a
Gastrodon
one,
as well.
it was like 1v1 matchup, yeah.
Okay, so guys. So Kyogre. You're saying Kyogre will be
S.
S.
for
S.
Yep.
You
So
run
good.
Kyogre with Kingdra or anything with a Swift Swim.
Okay.
It's going to be hard to beat.
S tier 100%. Water Spout with
Yep.
the rain with 150 special attack. How can you not put it? But his main okay, look, he has 90 speed, which isn't that great. But then you put him next to the Pandan Tornadus combo with Tailwind and then Water
I'm
Spout.
literally
yeah,
just using
you
it
win.
today.
Yeah, you
I
win. You
literally
win.
am-
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
you
literally
click.
using.
So that would be a Prankster Tornadus then?
Yes.
Yeah.
You use 0 brain cells. You click the Tailwind button. You click the Water Spout button, and then the opponent.
And you
wins.
just,
That's
you
it.
just bless the rains. You literally just bless the rains down in Africa. You're good.
You can literally just run the team that in Sun Series, the Incineroar, Among Us, Katana, Tornadus combo. You can literally
Yes.
just run that.
Yes, Amoonguss, Kartana, Incineroar with Tornadus, Kyogre. That's a good 5. You can throw a Aleki on there with screens. That's it. That's a good team. That's a good
My
team.
issue is
exactly.
Regieleki might
That's right.
be more of a hard counter, so it might not be as good as you're saying.
But we go first. We go first. Aleki goes down in one shot.
Pretty
The
much.
Sash, I don't know. It's still
Sash? I don't know
I've never
too many
heard
people that
anyone
run
run
Sash
Sash.
Aleki.
Bing G ran it, didn't he?
Okay.
Yeah, it picked up after the players'
That's
cup.
fine. That's fine. What's a one health Aleki gonna do after you set up Tailwind?
you lost your legend for
Die.
their
I
legends
guess
is probably still
die.
healthy. So I don't really understand.
I mean, Kyogre's not gonna die. It has 140 special defense.
No, Kyogre is bulky as F. Like literally, it is.
If he leads Regieleki and you lead Kyogre, you say thank you, because he's gonna lose the game. He's gonna lose the game. You're gonna Tailwind, you're
Yep.
gonna Water Spout, and then that's it. The game's done. But
Or you can just,
there's
run
ways around it. Yeah.
I'm currently running I'm currently running Life Orb Kyogre. If it's kind of broken, it's
I would recommend
What
Mystic Water
EVs
other
and
than
everything
Life Orb.
for
Yeah.
Kyogre.
I'm running Water Spout, Ice Beam, and Origin Pulse.
That's good.
And Protect.
And then Protect. Yeah. But I would recommend Mystic Water as opposed to the Life Orb. This way you don't lose damage on your Water Spout over time.
So sorry, Ice Beam. What was the other one? Water Pulse.
Water Spout.
Water
Water
Spout. Yeah, I got
Origin.
Water Spout, Ice Beam.
Yeah.
Do you think
Origin.
people would run Wakam Berry or Rindo Berry on it?
No, you want to deal damage. You want to use Mystic Water.
Yep, I agree with that.
Hey guys,
And then
put in chat
what's your spread on it?
stuff. Oh, sorry, keep going.
Oh, sorry, I was just wondering about a EV spread on the Kyogre.
So what would you guys say?
Shadow Rider, we didn't, we only talked about it briefly. Did we put it in a category?
Yeah, we put it in S tier because
Oh, yeah.
of
Indeedy.
Ice Rider.
I'll type
and
it too.
Indeedy. Yeah, so what IVs and everything would you run on the Kyogre then?
252 special attack, 252 speed. That's just easy money.
And then put the
I'm
four
gonna
in, like,
run.
HP or something?
No, I think
you probably can get away with not running that much speed with Tornadoes, but you can probably put it in bulk.
here I'll put it in that Twitch chat. So this is a good spread right here. So, and I'll tell you what's the reason behind it. So you're gonna want to run a little bit of bulk on the Kyogre to obviously live certain attacks, but you got 132 speed there to, again, you know, you're gonna get up to 127, which will again let you outspeed, you know, like Metagrosses. But
Yep.
the 156 special attack gets it to that second EV bump in special attack, and then you can invest in bulk. So this way you can take attacks like from a Regieleki.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, so that's like a more optimized EV spread, if anything. Because you don't need that much speed on Kyogre because you have Tailwind, but you still need something to outspeed other things. Because other teams are going to run speed control too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's like a more optimized EV spread. And then and then again, Mystic Ward a little bit better than Life Orb in my opinion, because the Life Orb chip will take away damage from your Water Spout. So I think Mystic Water just gives it that consistent damage, and you're running 2 water attacks anyway, so why not make use of it?
I agree with that.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, so I think I'm running Kyogre this series.
Yeah.
So what would you
I
pair
would
that
highly
with?
recommend
Would you use a Kingdra next to it then, or like forget the whole needing to have like a Tailwind behind it? If you're going to do a bulky Kyogre build, would you look at running like a Kingdra so then you can get that speed boost with the Kingdra as well?
No, I wouldn't. You don't need a Swift Swim on it at all. I think you just go with that old school Sun Moon team where you have Kartana, Insane, Amoonguss, and then have the Tornadus with the Kyogre. Yeah. And then Aleki screens, you know, if anything has to throw in.
Basically.
Yeah, I think that's better. Like, if you really want to use a Kingdra on a rain team, Then what you could do is add Solgaleo on it, and then this way you get like Tornadus, Brutal Swing with Solgaleo, and that works out a little bit. If you want to run that variant of Rain without Kyogre, but I don't think it's as good as Kyogre as the main Mon.
Yeah, no, that's all right. I'm just curious because, like I said, I never played any comp play before or any like ranked battles before Sword and Shield. So
Okay.
for me, going into this meta is going to be a fresh outlook on it, which is why I'm trying to get my head around, or not get my head around, but understand the teaming teams and the EVs that you probably look at running on those Pokemon. Like I'm set on everything previous to Series 8. But yeah, this is going to be a new meta for me completely, and
It's going to be a new meta for a lot of people. Like we don't know what to expect until like we get into some like tournaments and some competitive play. But right now it's all like speculation. But this is without a doubt, Kyogre is going to be good. Like we definitely know that much.
Kyogre will be hella busted.
Someone said thoughts on pairing Comfy with Kyogre, Giga Drain, and Weakness Policy. Kyogre.
No, that's a Voltal. That's a Voltal. That's a Voltal.
Okay.
That's only a Voltal.
So your Volto Comfy.
The thing with that is because you're using Comfy to take up a slot on your team, and that slot could easily be used for something that can counter the rest of the meta. So like when you're team building, one thing to remember is like the team may be functional on paper, but you still have to answer the meta. And if you don't answer the meta, then you're only gonna beat like the C teams and the B teams, but you won't beat like the rest of the meta teams. That's the other thing.
Dialga is actually going to be really kind of slept on, in my opinion.
It's like
it's got a real
Duraludon.
typing of Dragon Steel, so it doesn't have that fairy weakness to it.
Yeah, because here's the thing. It's going to be a steel-heavy meta because everyone's going to run Xerneas for at least for the first couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't reckon it will be too?
Yeah.
It will be in the meta for sure.
It's decent, but I wouldn't say it's better than the other steel types.
Yeah, and I'm reading what GeForce is saying. So like you want to run Giga Drain and Ogre, okay? But what are you gonna do to Xerneas? The Japanese are saying the Japanese are saying Dialga is S tier.
I can
Really?
see that.
I wouldn't put it against them. And GeForce is saying hello. Hello, GeForce. How are you?
GeForce.
Yeah. What's going on, G4? How are you, dude?
But yeah, like Dialga, that's he's definitely up there. Like he's either like a low A or a good B. Like he has a place. He's like a wall. I'm not gonna lie. He's like a wall.
What would you team him up with, and how would you play him?
Ooh.
Let me see. I haven't actually looked too much into him. Let me pull up his stuff. So good typing. We know that. Okay. So telepathy. Okay, so like him with like a Landorus sounds really good because like Earthquake plays. Like anything that can like do a spread move like Earthquake, I think is gonna be good.
So would you say it would be in B tier?
Yeah, I think it's gonna be B tier. So like yeah, anything with like a spread tier, a spread move like Discharge would be interesting. Like Earthquake plays from like a Landorus or something else with Earthquake. But yeah, that's a good.
What do you think,
combo.
Luke?
Say A tier. So you're saying Dialga has the same value as Xerneas? I disagree. I'm gonna say he's at least a B.
Yeah, I'll say B as well. I'll say B.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
But I'm still not convinced on Xerneas either. I don't think it'll be as good as people are saying.
Because
It's
I
gonna
was
get shut
watching
down way
a
too
video
easy.
online, and it said that like Dynamax mons can easily KO it. So she was worried, and she wanted to know about Xerneas.
Because you've got Solgaleo, you've got Duskmane Necrozma, you've got Zacian,
Well, that's why you
and
put it
you.
with redirection. Yeah, it's not the fact that it's gonna die to Dynamax, even though that is true. It's more of the fact that things are gonna survive its attacks, like when it does Dynamax. But you still have to respect it because GMSC it's still gonna do a lot of damage. All right, but the fact that the health doubles in Dynamax, that's what makes it allow it to survive, and then the Indeedee can only do so much. But yeah, that's what I think.
Sorry, just going back to your Veltal quickly. I was just having a look at its moveset. It can learn Tailwind as well.
Ah.
Would that completely change how you look at it in a battle then?
I don't think it will be
No.
good as supportive though. You
I
do
think
not
Max
want
Save
like
Strength is more important.
No, yeah, that's not Veltal's job. That's not his job.
His job is solely just to get out there and just start sweeping,
yes,
essentially. Yeah.
yes. His job is to kill.
Yeah.
Your
No,
one
no,
will
I just wanted to ask because I've
Yeah.
just gone on Pokélytics now. I'm having a look at some of their spreads, like their moves and everything. I saw you Veltal could learn Tailwind, so I thought that was a bit interesting.
You would probably
Look,
want to
what do
put
you think about
Tailwind on,
Veltal? Are you running it?
Myself,
Luke, I'm saying Luke. He loves
Ah.
Veltal.
I feel like your Veltal is more of a countermon rather than an actual
Yeah,
sweeper.
that's what I'm saying.
So
yeah.
that's why I don't know. Right, I think it depends if the Ghost Horse is good or not. And if that is better, then that one might be a countermon for it. But other than that, I'm not sure.
Yeah, because like the four moves, like when I'm gonna use it with Assault Vest, you can get value out of all four. You can get value out of Foul
Yeah,
Play,
exactly. Yeah.
which will shut down it'll shut down the high attack mons. Sucker Punch will stop a lot of things. Oblivion Wing, it's a stab move, and then Snarl to shut down Xerneas and other special attackers. So like that's what he does. He just counters.
Your
And
Veltal
you need
doesn't
that.
really counter Xerneas. Xerneas normally kills it. So you have to keep that in mind. If Xerneas is not very good.
But that's the thing. That's why you run Screen Zaleki with it. So then you set up Light Screen and you Snarl at once. Now what does Xerneas do?
What is your Veltal doing? Not really much either. So that's the whole problem. It just, trust me, like,
He just sits
you
there.
cannot kill Xerneas with your Veltal.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's just more based on what actually becomes meta. I think if Xerneas is really big, then you won't see Veltal very much. Or Zaishen. You probably won't see it very much.
What do you think Giratina would be?
Giratina, no, I don't think it's gonna be good.
No. Yeah,
No,
It just
unfortunately.
runs Dragon Ball.
Yeah, both Giratinas, unfortunately. Yeah, let's put him in the D tier.
Yep.
Yeah. You just
Yeah.
run Dragon Ball.
Is that guaranteed?
Yeah, you might as well put Cosmog and Cosmo in there too. Like, like if anything, a tier below that, like a garbage tier. Like you might as well like enter a new tier, put it like as garbage, and then just put Cosmog and Cosmo in there. Like,
And a Necrozma. Regular Necrozma. You could literally put it in the bin too.
This one? Is it
The regular
the regular
Necrozma.
one, the regular,
Wait, so-
the vanilla Necrozma.
So
Yeah, that
Vanilla
one.
Necrozma is terrible.
Yeah, like what are you gonna do with that? Nothing.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, put him there. And then like if you could add a tier under D tier, put it as like garbage, just put like Cosmog and Cosmo in there. Because those are pre-evolutions. Why would you use that?
What about these? What about Eternatus, guys?
Yeah.
I don't know either.
C.
Yeah, I agree with that.
C or B.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be good. I don't think.
The only
Yeah.
reason you'd run an Eternatus is to try and get the toxic and poison spikes off as well. Like that, when I've come across viewers using an Eternatus in battle, they've always either try to get the toxic off or drop the poison spike. So then there's a poison. I've only ever seen it as a setup, not necessarily out there to.
It's
Try and
it's
deal some
definitely C
damage.
tier. Like is it better than Giratina and Necrozma? Yeah, but is it better than Ho-Oh and Groudon? No. So we're putting it in the C tier. Like it just doesn't offer enough, value for you to run it as your only restricted. You have way better options.
Yeah,
Like
I
he's
agree.
cool. He's cool. It's a big Dynamax
Yeah.
cannon, but
But I can see people running fake tiers with it, and maybe
Yeah.
like I can see fake tier in Eternus, but other than that, I don't think it's going to be outstanding.
What would you play Eternatus with anyway? Like, who would you play it with anyway? Who would you team it up with?
depends on what if you're
Whimsicott.
trying to set up. Yeah, the Whimsicott, so you can get the tailwind and everything off.
Yeah, and the fake tiers, or you can run it with Grimmsnarl as well. Get screens and fake tier stuff.
Yeah, the thing with Eternus, like it has it's weak to Psychic and it's weak to Ice, and that's like a lot of the heavy hitting meta Pokemon, and that's what makes it not so great.
Yeah, it's
Because like,
hard, right?
what's 95 defense and 95 special defense gonna do for you? Not that much against those hits.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and pressure ability, like that doesn't do anything. So unfortunately, he gets in the C tier. Maybe if he had a better ability, but unfortunately,
What's his ability
he does not.
again?
Pressure.
Oh God, no, yeah. It's just unfortunately out of all the Sword and Shield trio, it's the worst.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Yeah, because like in the lore, right? You when you're playing the video game, like actual Sword and Shield, like you need Zacian and Zamazenta to like counter it. So I think that's kind of funny. The
It's
fact
like,
that
hey, we got the most 2 legendary Pokemons in the entire game. Like, nah, no. it's like we'll say. It's like no.
No, Mr. Peter, no.
Yeah, so it's just unfortunate for him. But yeah, that we can move on from him.
Yeah, let's go next.
Okay, all right. Instead of us, which one do you guys reckon will be an S tier in the rest of them?
Zacian.
Right away.
Right away. There's no discussion needed. You need Zacian. He's gonna be the most used one, in my opinion. Like that first
100%.
month, Picolytics, like 50% at least. 50%. You thought Incineroar was like the most used at 39%. You're gonna see this thing at 50%.
Which is sad because it just goes to show that everyone relies on a legendary Pokemon to try and get them the win.
Yeah, what makes it so good? What makes it so good? Like the reason why he's an S tier is the fact that you can't Dynamax it, and I think that makes him better because like without Dynamax, he's actually really really good anyway. Because like his main ability just does double damage to a Dynamax mon, so like you can use your Dynamax option on something else that really benefits from it. Whereas like Zacian doesn't need a Dynamax to be really really good. That's what makes him S tier as well. And the Steel Fairy typing is just like ridiculous.
And it can fit on any team. Zacian can fit on any team.
Exactly.
Slap on any team. Yeah.
Yeah. Can you just imagine this? Like imagine Regigigas and Weezing and then bring in a Zacian from the back. Like, yeah. Good luck. That's going to be a lot of teams in the beginning. Some of them. Like Regigigas Weezing with a Zacian coming in from the back. Or like a Suncore with like the Ice Horse. You know, that those are going to be like 2 very popular teams. But yeah, easily S tier. Like you could even put him in front of the Ghost Horse, if anything.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the 2 horses, right? Once the Calyrex is fused on it, what stats do they run off? Do they run off the Calyrex stats, or do they run off? Okay.
Well, can you play the Calyrex by itself?
Yeah, but it's bad.
Yeah.
Why would you? Yeah, you can put him in the D tier.
Okay.
Send him to the bin.
Yeah, put him in the bin.
The Shadow Realm.
Yeah, put Cosmog and Cosmo in there. Like they're even worse.
They're literally bin tier. They're bag or they're bag tier. They're literally bag tier.
On the topic of Calyrex, then, so what obviously once you fuse and everything, you're going to have to look at your EV spreads. So what EVs would you run on the Calyrex so then your horses would outpower anything out there essentially?
I'm
think you
sorry.
can
Can
go
you
for
say that again?
I
So
think you can go for 252 on both of them. Yeah, on EV spreads.
in special attack,
Well, yeah, for the ghost horse, and then
Yep.
for the ice horse, it's physical, isn't it? Yeah, you can just go
yeah, so
252.
you run 252 in the attack.
Yeah, and HP.
Yeah, cool.
I'm reading what G-Force is saying, and that actually gives me a thought. He's saying you can swap in Wheezing, then swap it back out, and then Zacian gets the Intrepid Sword boost both times. That's kind of funny. That's kind of funny. Sub Zacian and Tourneys. Yo. Oh my
Yo,
god, why?
Zacian with Weezing is like, yeah. It's like, hey, you can lead Zacian, put Weezing in the back. It's kind of crazy.
Oh my god, why would you do that? Well, how can they allow that?
Cause we're dumb.
Yeah.
I think one Pokemon we should discuss. It's not a legendary, but I reckon could be good. I reckon Ditto could be good.
No.
Ditto? Why?
No, I do agree. Imposter Ditto, as long as your opponent has got buffs, is broken. It
I'm
is
looking
broken.
at the Twitch chat. She's saying no. Yeah, I saw her facial reactions. She's nodding. Yeah, she's shaking her head. No, you don't like Ditto?
Do you like Ditto?
She does not like
I
Ditto.
don't think it
Because in the Battle of Legends,
She is absolutely
Battle of
correct.
Legends, I used the Mew. I used Mew, and I transformed into Zacian, and I got 2 boosts in my stats instead of 1. So Ditto could be, I don't know, it could be a good counter to Zacian.
Oh my god.
Okay,
Oh my
now it's funny. It's funny that the thing with Ditto. I do want to link something in the chat. This is from Liberty No. Do you remember the Battle of Legends back in like October where they had that little competition?
Yeah.
Yeah, look, click that and look at the top teams. This will give like people a rough idea of like what worked and what was used. I think it's a good reference. Yeah, and Ditto was on one of these teams. I don't remember where it was. Oh, there it is. It was on 19th place. That's not bad for a Ditto. That's not bad. But look at all the teams that had like a Zacian. Yeah, like Zacian first place, Zacian second place, Zacian sixth place. Look at all the top 10 teams that had it. Yeah, so that's like literally half of the top 10 that had Zacian on it. So I think it's going to be really, really nice. And then it's always like a Sun Core. Like there's a Sun Core in all of these. Kyogre wasn't on the, but probably because people didn't use it yet. But yeah, that's a nice little reference. All right, carry on.
This one, guys. Where do you reckon this one will go?
None. You're not going to use that. We have the sword form.
Yeah, that's true. Okay.
Why?
This one
Yeah, it's like a pre-evolution. Put him in the D tier.
as well.
Yeah.
And
All right, so he's like, all right, that one is like, is it as good as Ho? No, so he's going in the C tier. I'll give him that.
how would you play him?
I'm talking about like the shield dog, the shield dog. That one's F. The one you're clicking on is D tier, but the one that you just put before, that one is C tier. Yeah, no, put that one back in D and put that one back in C.
So just flip him around.
Yeah, exactly. Just flip it. Yep, that's right. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
How the heck do we counter Zacian? Okay, well, G-Force, let me ask you that question. How do you counter Zacian? What are you going to do? Are you just going to run every time you see Zacian?
Fire the fire.
Type it in chat, G-Force. What do you think is the answer to counter Zacian?
Quagsire.
Hi, Aldrich.
Wait, is that who was that?
The Eldritch.
Oh, it's Aldrich! Yo, Aldrich, what's up, man? It's Clover.
Hello, Gaber.
That's right. What's up, Aldrich? How are you? I didn't expect you to be here. I'm surprised you're not streaming Showdown at like Rotom hours.
Hell yeah.
Talking Eldritch, how would you counter Zacian?
Like I said, it's higher.
Acquire the Quagsire. Yeah, so like you need yeah, you definitely need Ho-Oh. Ho-Oh's that's why Ho-Oh's B tier, because like Sacred Fire just wrecks it. Fire moves wreck it, ground moves wreck it, you know. So as long as you got those on your team, you'll be fine.
Basically, has a bad Landorus matchup.
Right. Landers is gonna be really nice this meta. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna be even better than last meta for that reason.
Wait,
because
is Ho-Oh B tier?
yes, Ho-Oh is a very high B tier Pokemon.
Nah, I'll put it in A. Put it in A. I would say A.
You're biased though.
Nah,
I would put it ahead of Groudon. I don't know if I can put it in A yet. I don't know.
Nah, put Ho-Oh in A. I'm telling you, Ho-Oh is in A.
I think it's a B.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a B. Like, it's not like broken, but it's really good.
Yeah, it beats everything. Like, the only thing you need
Are
to
you
worry
saying
about
it's as good as Xerneas though? Are you saying it's as good as Xerneas?
Yeah, I'm saying it's good as Xerneas.
Oh, okay, that you heard it. You heard it. He's saying it's as good as Xerneas, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Aldrich, what do you think? Is it as good as Xerneas?
Oh,
Yeah.
Ho-Oh as good as Xerneas? God, no.
I would argue it's even better than Xerneas.
No.
Better than Xerneas. Wow.
Because it beats
It's
most of the
not.
steel types in the format.
Okay.
Yeah, but it can be easily countered by, let's say, Kyogre or...
Yeah,
you
that's
could
why you've
easily shut it
got
down.
Miracle Seed Rillaboom.
So are you saying that you'd run a Ho-Oh Rillaboom at the start then?
Yeah, I would run a Ho-Oh, Rillaboom, Lapras, and maybe like a Whimsicott for Tailwind support.
What is that
You could
team?
even run. You could even run Gastrodon on it, or Lando.
I'm looking at her facial reaction.
I know.
I feel bad.
I don't think Kiki agrees.
Kiki
I'll
says
tell
no.
ya.
Hi, Tanya.
Thanks for joining.
I think we got to put it back in the B tier. Like, it's a very high. That's what I'll give it. It's a very high B tier Pokemon.
Because
Xerneas will get
how's
shut
Groudon
down
A?
so easy,
How's
though,
Groudon
by the
A?
Groudon is not
Yeah,
A.
no, Ho-Oh.
Groudon is B.
Groudon is not A. We did not put Groudon in
Okay.
A. Yeah.
I heard
Yeah,
it
and
was
Ho-Oh
Series
beats Groudon as well. It was Groudon as well.
Well, yeah, that's why we didn't put Groudon in A. Go back to the list. Look where we put Groudon. Go back to the list.
I'm going back.
Kiki, go back to the list. I don't know who's in control, actually. Is it Kiki?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, look, we put Groudon in B. Yeah, I think that's fair.
How's Kyogre S?
Huh?
How is what?
Kyogre?
How is Kyogre an S tier?
How is Kyogre an S tier?
Kyogre's dumb, dude.
What?
Honestly, my real question about S tier is why is Ice Rider there? Because like Ice Rider's good, but its speed stat is just really awkward right now.
Put him in Trick Room. Like, okay.
Yeah, I know you put him in Trick Room, but there's a lot of stuff right now that just it's good, but I don't think I would put it in S tier. Like, Shadow Rider is definitely there, so is Yveltal and Ogre. Zacian's debatable for S and A, but I don't know about Ice Rider.
Okay. I'll give you this. I'll put him as a low S tier. Like, he's very good. Like,
Okay.
the
I
reason-
agree. He's very good. I'm just I don't know how because I just joined. I don't know how the tier list is
Oh, okay.
Like how S tier is S tier is my question.
Okay, well, the reason why I put it up there, yeah, like it's like straightforward the way you play it. Like there's only one way you can play it, right?
Yeah,
put him
yeah.
in Trick Room and Sweep. Yeah, that's the main thing with it. So I would put him in he's still S tier, but like a low S tier. Like definitely
agree with
Zacian ahead of that. Yeah, definitely put Zacian ahead of that, and then exactly. But we'll have to see how
personally
the format plays out. But like as of right now, when I speculate, it's a low S tier Pokemon.
I can agree with
like,
that.
Yeah, like 150 spread damage. Come on, man.
I think Kyogre is like super brain dead, so I don't know if like I
Yeah,
think
it
it's
is.
probably higher than Calyrex Shadow, but I don't know. I mean, they're both brain dead, obviously, but
And Kiki's like, what if you were to use Speed Swap?
Okay, Pheromosa
Uh-oh.
Speed Swap.
no,
I mean, yeah,
God, oh God,
Memes.
that's terrifying. I don't like that. Can we also just put safety goggles on it because Amoonguss is the only redirection in the format?
You got Indeedee.
And you got
Okay, hold
Clefairy
on.
as well. Everyone sleeps on Clefairy.
Yeah, you got Clefairy.
Is my boy.
Yeah, that's fair.
Nobody's sleeping on Clefairy. Who said that?
Well,
I ran
someone
Clefairy
said
in
that
my
the only
IC3
redirection
qualifiers.
you have is Shroomerish or Mugus, sorry. It's like, no, there's Clefairy.
Well, yeah, okay.
Clefairy is
Clefairy
my
and
boy.
Indeedee's still good. Hi.
I run Clefairy on every one of my teams as my redirector.
I do not blame you.
Might as well. No fake out.
Terrible.
No fake out. Okay, we can continue.
Oh god.
All right, Kiki, bring back the list, please. Let's see what else we have left to discuss. Not too much.
It's not good. It won't be good. Or...
Not. I mean, it's not bad. It's just like it's better than Mewtwo and Zamazenta. Like I'll give it that. And you know, I wouldn't. It's not better than Xerneas. I would say it's
What's
like a
better than-
low B tier. I'd say it's a low B tier.
What
A
is?
high C at best.
Nah, Rayquaza C.
Rayquaza C.
Yeah, like if I were to like put it, yeah, I put it in the C tier. I put it in C tier.
No one will use it. No one absolutely use it.
Yeah, not in the first month. Maybe like when they're bored, like, oh, I want to build a Rayquaza now. You know, like his shiny
Yeah.
looks good. I like Black Rayquaza. That looks good. That one looks really cool.
Yeah. I like Shiny Ho-Ho as well.
It's like, all right, yeah, he gets like Dragon Dance, so like, you know, he could do something. You know, 150 base attacks. You know, it's pretty good. It's just, you know, the speed tier is a little awkward, unfortunately for him. And then he's not as good as previous generations because he lost what made him so good. So I'm gonna put him in the C. That's for me though.
I think everyone would agree.
What do you think, Kiki? Is Rayquaza a C tier Pokemon?
It was good, but back then it was good. I don't know about now. So
That's right.
back then Kiara kicked ass and won regionals with it, but I don't know about now. That
It was also Mega though.
Yeah, that's true. She played with Xerneas and Rayquaza together.
Okay. Next one.
Ooh, Palkia.
Okay, now
All
that
right.
one's interesting.
Hi, Mr. Fish. Hi,
Palkia,
Mr. Fish.
woo.
How you doing? Get in the bin. Dracovish.
Water Dragons is a good typing. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's a B tier. I think it's a good B tier Pokemon. Like it's definitely better than C tier. That's for sure. But
There's
like,
only
I don't.
one
it's not
Pokemon
good
that
as
will shut
Xerneas.
down Palkia.
What's that?
There's only one Pokemon that will shut down Palkia.
Okay, and name it.
Wooloo.
What? What is this?
Oh man.
Wooloo's the lord and savior to everything.
Oh my god, bruh, bro, for real?
Sorry, well, being too serious for my liking, I had to throw something out there just to lighten
No,
the
the
mood a
reason
little
why
bit.
that Palkia is probably like B, C tier is
I would
probably
agree.
because it's probably because like Dracovish exists, and Dracovish is a lot better than Palkia. It is the same typing.
I think that Palkia
Telepathy's
has
good.
a lot. I think it has a lot more potential in the actual GS Cup format because you can pair it with like I was testing Palkia for GS Cup earlier, and it's like that's really solid. But like Palkia on its own, it just doesn't have the like offensive capability to be.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Like it's just it doesn't have like the best matchups against everything in the format. It's like it's a solid Pokemon, but it's also a restricted Pokemon, which is supposed to be standing out instead of just being like solid. So yeah, like I'm sure it has a niche. Like we'll probably see some like weakness policy stuff with it, like I don't know, quick attack Sylveon or something like that. But it definitely has a niche. I just don't think it's like above a B tier.
Correct. I would put him as like a very high C or low B.
Yeah.
What do you think, Kiki?
What do you think, Kiki? Still waiting.
Aw.
Okay, C. She says C.
All right. It's going in the C tier.
Yeah, just because it's like Dracovish. It's really only because Dracovish exists. That's why.
And even Dracovish isn't even that like phenomenal. It has a niche, I guess, because like Kyogre is Dracovish and Rain is always dumb.
You know what? Before I mistaken this one, I've mistaken this one for this one.
That's Solgaleo.
Yeah, I know. We turned across mine. I thought it was Solgaleo. That's how bad I am at Pokemon. But... Okay, what do you guys
That is
think?
Solgaleo. I think it's really good. I think it's
Solgaleo's good.
I think
it's like
I
a
think
high.
both of them.
Yeah, I think
Both
it's
of
like
them are really good.
definitely a high B or low A. Like
High B
definitely
or
within
low
that
A.
category.
I think Solgaleo is A tier, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it's like Kyogre, but like less annoying to deal with. It's still a very brain dead Pokemon. It's just replacing Metagross in a sense.
Yeah.
Like
I was just gonna say that. Yeah, it's like a better Metagross. Like
Yeah.
Sunsteel Strike is really good, and Steel Psychic is nice. Yeah, Bulldoze plays with like Entei are gonna be a thing, and then
just take your
yeah.
Series 7 team and replace Metagross with Solgaleo and like
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, like it's gonna be like it has basically full metal volley ability, which is basically same like Dragon Ball Metagross. You can't reduce its stats. It's gonna be holding a weakness policy, so like Entei's gonna be good next to it. You could put like a Landorus next to it, like go for Earthquake plays. Yeah.
Yeah, you
But
probably
I don't
always
think
want
it's better than
people-
Duskmane. I don't think it's better than Duskmane.
Okay. So here's the thing. Duskmane is good, but also Incineroar. So okay, so I was experimenting with Duskmane because like a Swords Dance set with weakness policy is really, really surprisingly solid. But like both of them, I think need to be run with Finny or something that can.
I agree. Like
burns.
one of my team ideas was Solgaleo with Feeny because of burn, sleep, and whatever it is.
Yeah, like I mean, Finny's always just solid, but I think it's like almost mandatory when you're putting it like with Solgaleo
Like,
because
I said it to one of my friends who also plays VGC. He's like, "What the hell does Solgaleo with Feeny?" I'm like, "Bro, Amogus, Will Wisp, hello."
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
and
not
I
bad.
mean,
It's just like
yeah.
What would you play it with?
I'm gonna say B.
B?
What Dustmane or Solgaleo?
Were you guys talking about Duskmane? Or Solgaleo?
We're kind of talking about both right now.
Yeah, like anything you would play with Metagross, you play with Solgaleo because like it's just a better Metagross.
Yeah,
in my
it's
opinion.
like Metagross is just budget Solgaleo, just like I don't know, Moltres is budget Yveltal.
Basically.
Yeah, like I would play Solgaleo with like Assault Vest Entei. No, you still will.
No,
You
will
will.
see. Yeah, on any team that you don't have Yveltal, like well, not any team, but like if you already have a restricted, Moltres is still an extremely solid pick if you want to counter pick, like because it's really good against Calyrex, Shadow.
Yeah,
So,
like you're
like,
still getting
I agree
that
with that.
spread dark move. Yeah, Fire Wrath is still good. Yeah, exactly.
Flinching is always going to be good in VGC because RNG is RNG.
I love Masuda look. It's so great.
I did a battle during the Players Cup 3. I kid you not, I had 5 turns of me being paralyzed on 2 Pokemon.
Dude, I'm not even gonna tell you. I had a tournament once I was in, and it was way back in like Series 2. I had Butterfree with with the Compound Eyes, right, which makes it like a 90. I don't remember the 97.5% chance to hit Sleep Powder or something like that. I missed 3 in a row, and that lost me the game.
Wow, dude,
Dude,
that
RNG is
That sucks.
Yeah.
Do you agree, Kiki? Is Solgaleo an A tier Pokemon?
Now I can't say it being better than.
It's better than
that's
Ho-Oh,
right.
mate.
Yeah.
I think it's better.
That's right.
I mean, like.
No, it's not.
like-
It's not. It's not better than Ho.
Yes, it is.
Because
It's just Intimidate is
the Ghost Horse
really-
is going to be good. It's going to be
Yeah.
I
everywhere.
agree with that.
Aldridge.
I
Aldridge.
agree.
Is Solgaleo an A tier Pokemon? Aldridge.
Hmm.
In your 500 games today, how many of you there?
Yeah, it can be A. It can be B.
It can be A, it can be B.
Okay, yeah,
Luke,
that's what I was saying. I was
Luke,
saying
what
like
do
a
you
high
say?
B
What do you say?
or a low A.
Probably B, I think.
Ooh.
I couldn't agree with
Okay.
that.
All right, if you're gonna put it in B, it's got to be a high B. If you're gonna
Yeah,
put
I
it in
agree.
B, it's got to be a high
Yeah.
B.
It's high B or low. No, high B
I
or
think
low
still
A.
type A. I think still type is freaking good in this format. So
Yeah, like,
that's
that's why
agreed.
like I had it as A. You know,
Like
like,
Steel's gonna be around everywhere in this meta.
Yeah. I mean, steel
That's
type's
why
always
Ho-Oh's
been
A.
good.
which is why Charizard's gonna make a comeback. Like you're gonna see Charizard more now.
The comeback of the century, boys. Let's go.
Kyogre would like to know your location.
Exactly.
Can
That's why you
anyone
have
hear my
Venusaur.
voice?
Okay.
Can
yeah,
anyone
I
hear
can
my
hear.
voice?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
using a laptop, not a PC.
We don't talk about the VC3 run. We don't talk about that.
No,
I
he
just
said
woke
he's
up
using.
recently.
So well, but I think I made it, but I didn't do so well. I got like 500 and something. So I want to talk about it.
Good. At least we're on the same level for that.
Kiki, you qualified for senior and junior thing, right?
Oh,
All right,
That's good.
That's awesome. We'll see you there. It's just going to be an awesome event.
Yes, you gotta join. She's got
All right, we still got a few more to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go.
The only other one really left is Zygarde. I don't see anyone else.
Okay, well, I have a couple of thoughts about Zekrom, but Zygarde is more important.
Sorry, guys.
I see
perfect
Zygarde being
idea.
good.
I mean, it gets complete form, which is kind of nice, but
But at the
it's
same
only like what?
time,
50%? What is it? 50% health in order to get it?
yeah, that's the thing about it. You know, so like, is it better than like the Series? Could be. I think so. But are you better than Xerneas? I don't think so.
If you look at running a weakness policy on it, Aquajet it, try and get
Oh, wait.
it down to that 50 or not Aquajet.
Weakness YC? How
You-
strong
you-
it is? Zygarde.
Zygarde. I can't even get.
That 1,000 skills ability, 1,000 arrows.
Yeah, I mean,
Definitely.
okay, so Aura Break is good. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's a good counter pick for Yveltal and Xerneas, which will be very popular. But at the same time, Power Construct is like they're both different abilities, but because Aura Break could be like a really cool anti-meta call, but I don't know. Like you could run some weird like its stats aren't bad. They're just not good. You could run Dragon Dance, I guess.
How about the Sinnoh trio, Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina? Is it good?
Garatina. Well, they were saying that. it's-
Giratina, we put it back in the in the trash bin.
Let's get right past it.
Yeah, we didn't even talk about it.
Dialga is better though. The typing is good.
Okay,
I
what do we
think-
got left?
So what
Zygarde mainly is like I would probably say like I don't know, probably high like mid C maybe.
See. Yeah.
Yeah. Like mid C, and if you're really wanting to over exaggerate its potential, like low B.
No,
I
no,
think
I can't even
I
give
think-
it that.
Yeah, I
think we'll
can't.
see it
like,
come
I think,
out
I
towards
think,
the end of
I
the
think,
series.
I think mid C is like as
Yeah,
best as it's gonna get from me.
Yeah, it's not good, but it's not garbage.
Yeah.
You could
I
play
agree
with
with
it a
that.
little bit. Yeah. Okay, next.
Zekrom.
Yeah, okay, so I have a couple of things to say. So this is just an idea, and I was just like labbing with it. But
wants to go. Who? Lugia? What do you guys think?
Are we going to do Lugia?
yeah,
Lugia's
March.
not gonna be really as good.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
unfortunately.
Lugia.
I feel so bad. You know, it was like one of my favorites in the movie, but
It's like,
it's
yeah.
just not.
It was good in the
Good.
second movie, but that's it.
Yeah. 90 attack? Like, what are you going to do with 90 special attack? Like, it's bulky, I get it, but, you know, your ability's not that great. You know, I get, like, you know, Dragonite had that, but multi-scale? Like, it's bulky, but that's it.
You could
Just
run.
give it weakness
I mean,
policy and you're good.
yeah.
Yeah.
In an ideal world, you're running like some sort of weakness policy setup, like maybe like Calm Mind, I guess. But I don't really know because like there's not much that I could see you doing with this. Like a bulky screen setter just gets tailwinds.
It's cute on a rain team because it gets like Thunder, Hurricane, and then Weather Ball, but then like you're wasting that over Kyogre, and then that's like a sin. So
honestly, I think it's better suited as a support Pokemon than it is offensive, and even then, it's like, why are you using this?
It's a D. It's a D to me.
Yeah.
Kinky, what do you think? Is Lugia a D Pokemon?
So you guys reckon it's a D?
All right, Kiki said yes. It's going in the D tier.
I just realized there's more D Pokemon than S Pokemon.
Yes, there's not many good.
So the new Pokemon they gave us is trash. Most of them.
No.
Exactly.
Well, hold on. We're not done yet. We still have like 8 more Pokemon.
Yeah, but we have more Pokemon to go over.
Yeah, we're not done yet.
What do you guys reckon about
Kiki's laughing. She's already putting them in the D tier. It's like, okay.
Kiki's like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to this little kid. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna put him in D tier real quick.
Somebody.
Right. Go for it. Continue.
In chat said Dustmane is too low, and I kind of agree with that. I think we should go
I agree. Where did you put it? Where did you put it?
It's in D tier right now, and I think.
Wait, who put it in the D tier? We never said it was D tier.
I don't know why it's there.
Wait, go back to it. Did we put it in the D tier?
Yeah, right now we're seeing face cam.
No, it's not. You're saying it's as bad as Lugia? Hell no. Okay, let's write that wrong. Okay, go back to it.
Go back to the list.
Yeah, go back to the list.
Where are we? Oh god, I thought I did. Sorry, I'm playing around with it. Alright, let's go. Where are we going?
Go back to the list.
A or B?
Yeah, there we go. Where is it?
There we go.
ATL,
Oh.
because my speed is
Honestly-
good though. The Dustman, it run weakness policy set, and it just
Yeah,
with me.
Sword Dance is really good. I was using it earlier.
Might be a B tier.
Someone,
I think
for
high
you.
B or maybe even like A, because I mean I'm not sure how A I'm willing to get it, but its ability is extremely strong. Like just having that reduced damage with Dynamax and weakness policy, making all of the super like it's just it can I don't know, it's just a really solid Pokemon overall.
Yeah,
and like
it's-
157 base attack, it's ridiculous.
It's like a very good B low A Pokemon. Like it's just like one small tier under Xerneas. Like I think it's pretty good.
I agree with that.
Yeah, you can play with it. You can definitely play with it. Like it's definitely better than the C and the D tier Pokemon for sure.
I've seen a trick room set.
Yeah, I didn't even know we put it there. I did not see that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so this one. What's its name?
I don't even know.
Which one?
Reshiram.
Reshiram? Oh, A tier Pokemon. It's Dragon Fire? That's so good. Fire against all the steel types? Yo, 150? Special attack? And it's bulky? It's got to be an A tier.
I think it's A or high B because I mean I haven't really given a Reshiram like an honest channels.
Would you
But-
run
Honestly,
Darkhold
Reshiram
then?
Reshiram was really good at one point, I think, if my memory serves. Was it? Or am I confusing with something else?
Like
Again,
Turbo
I
Blaze is
think-
a solid ability.
Yeah.
Like ignores the abilities of other Pokemon. Like that's pretty good. And then like it gets Mystical Fire. Stab, Mystical Fire. Imagine that. Stab, base 150 special attack, Mystical Fire. Like you can do a lot to a lot of these special attackers. And then you get Blue Flare, you're clicking that button, obviously. 20% chance to burn. Yeah, and it even gets like Earth Power. It gets Earth Power? Okay. And then Stab Draco Meteor. Yeah.
Its moveset's really good, and its typing is really good, so I see no reason not to put it there.
Yeah,
Like,
100 HP, 100 defense, 120 special defense, 150 special attack. That's like amazing.
Like it
you
doesn't
can't
beat.
tell.
It doesn't straight up beat Zacian. Like if they play around it, it's like it's an iffy matchup. But it has a positive matchup against Zacian,
Yeah,
which I mean I think makes anything a high tier Pokemon.
Yeah, like
right
if
now.
you can answer Zacian, you're an A tier. Like
Yeah.
But then why'd you put Ho-Ho in B? Ho-Ho's got a good matchup against Zacian.
Okay,
I think Ho-Oh is A.
Oh, and what's his name? It's going to be in what's it called? Cure, not Cure. Yes, Kyurem is going to be really good. Not Kyurem. What's it called? Reshiram. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's gonna be good. He's gonna be A.
I think Ho-Oh and Reshiram just have the advantage of countering a lot of things right now, just typing wise. But like they have not amazing matchups against Kyogre, granted, but like a lot of the other things, like having a very positive matchup against Zacian is really good. And against Solgaleo and Duskmane, which are both going to be very
Yep.
yeah.
All right,
and
bump it up.
yeah, I don't know. I think and Ho-Oh's got a good support moveset as well. Like you can run something like Thunderwave and stuff.
Recover. It's got
Regenerate.
Regenerator are good. Yeah.
I think he gets Tailwind right now. So it's like it's a pretty solid Pokemon, I think Ho-Oh is. But I don't know.
But yeah, Reshiram's A.
Yeah, Reshiram's A, I think.
It's better than Reshiram.
I don't think it's better. I think it's a little like I don't think they both have their own like things that they do. So I wouldn't say that one's just like straight up better or worse than the other, but like, you know.
It's a high B Pokemon. I can't put it in the A tier. Yeah, so like put Ho-Oh in the front of B tier. Put him in the front. Like it's a very good high B tier Pokemon, right, Kiki? Right? It's a good B Pokemon.
No, it's A.
There it is. Kiki says it's a good B. The champion has spoken. If the junior
Agreed.
champion says it's a B, it's a B.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Zekrom. So, okay. Who here has used Zekrom so far?
No one.
Okay, so let me tell you a little story about my friend Zekrom. Now, this is a very niche way to use it, but I was using it with Regigigas Weezing, right? Because I was using AV Zekrom like earlier today, and it's like not bad. Because what you do is Weezing basically, because Zekrom's issue is Intimidate, and Weezing prevents that, and Regigigas it checks a lot of the things that Zekrom doesn't check. And like I'm not saying that Zekrom on its own, like as a standalone Pokemon, is amazing. It's got like I think it's got potential. It's just I mean physical attackers without some way to block Intimidate in general are like they're not bad, but they have Incineroar is really good.
Yeah, you can't lead with it.
Yeah. And then, but like leading Weezing Zekrom is really, really good because that attack stat is monstrous and you can do a lot of things with you just hit things hard consistently. AV gives your, like you just take hits really well. And if you don't find, like if there's something you're facing down that Zekrom can't handle, Regigigas can come in and do really well. So, I mean, I don't know, it was just a team idea that I was working on. It did decently well. So I don't know. Zekrom, from my experience in playing with it, is probably like high B. I wouldn't put it in A.
What do you think, Kiki? Is it a B Pokemon?
Is it a bit? What do you think? She wouldn't know. We haven't used it before.
All right. I is it better than Zamazenta and Mewtwo?
What do you think? Is it better than Zamazenta and Mewtwo? What do you reckon?
Okay, let's put it in the low B. Let's put it as the last place B. Yep, like at the bottom of the B barrel. Okay, that's fair.
I don't even know these. Sorry, guys.
Kyurem Black, Kyurem White.
We can put normal Kyurem in D tier right now. I can tell you that much.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that one's garbage. Yeah, put the normal, the third one.
The third one, yeah.
Yeah, the third one, the vanilla one.
This one in
The third one.
Third one.
Yeah, the third one. Yeah,
The one
right
with
there.
the head down.
The one with the head down. Yep. Put him in D. He's like the vanilla one. Yeah.
D.
He's like a pre-evolution almost. Oh no, that's B.
D.
D as in dog. Yeah.
Bog.
It's all good.
Yeah, and then like the other Zygarde forms, you can put like the complete form is like you don't even need to rank those. Like those are the other Zygarde forms. You're not gonna use those.
Yeah, you can just put both the third and fourth in D tier, I think.
No. That's not Zygarde. That's not Zygarde. The other two.
The other
The
two.
dog?
The other two.
Yeah, the other two. The dog.
The dog and the big Titan looking thing.
Yeah, the dog is D.
D is in dog.
Yeah, and put that one there. That's fine.
Yeah. So, can we just address how both of these Pokemon have a base 170 offensive stat and go from there? Because they're
Well, yeah.
like
We are going to address it.
There's not much more to say. They're both insane. I saw Eric Rios' stream and he was using Kyurem Black. I don't know what he was using it with, but he was using Kyurem Black. So I'm like, as it's a physical Pokemon, it's going to be crippled by Intimidate, but base 170.
Base 170.
It's stupid.
Yeah. I mean, like base 170 is like really, really good. 90 speed is what holds it back. And then like.
Yeah, its speed tier is really awkward.
Yeah, like 90 special defense and like. Yeah, I would say I'm gonna say at least this. The white is better than the black.
I would agree.
Stat wise, yeah. Like, because at least the white you can't get in, like it doesn't care about intimidate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like white can see more play than black. Like that's my opinion.
Okay, so where would you say these guys would tier?
I think the white one would probably go like low B tier, maybe.
Yeah, and the black one is in this C tier.
I think high C tier, probably.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
so the white one,
like,
that's the white one. Put him in the B, right, and then put that one in C.
It might get a move that redeems itself. No, it doesn't get Sword Stance. Never mind. Yeah, put that thing in C tier.
All right, and then that's the last one. There's one more.
Yeah, honestly, Shadow Rider would just like to know your location.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
There's not much more to say about it. Probably D tier.
Probably D, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Poor Dawnwings.
I'm still realizing.
So are we happy with this so far? Are you happy with this?
For now, yeah. Like, can it change?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Can it change? The meta will metagame develops 100%.
Maybe we should
It's slowly.
a month or two and then talk about how the series has gone.
Yeah, it's like.
I realized that there's more. garbage ones going good
Yep.
ones.
Because these can kick these asses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like that's the thing. Well, here's the thing. Like your team, whatever team you have, you like. I don't care what you're running, but if you don't have a Zacian check, you're gonna lose a lot. Like you have to
There's-
answer Zacian. Yeah.
Ho ho!
This
Hello.
yeah. This
Retro.
format is going to be. Go on.
Yeah, like an Intimidator, a Fire Moth, like yeah,
Incineroar is a very good soft check for it.
yeah, Incin is not bad.
I think I think if not every, a lot of teams in this format should be running Incin Amoonguss. Like they're both really, really solid Pokemon just in general, and you'll be seeing like Incin and Amoonguss are probably better than and more consistent than a lot of these restricteds are. So like, yeah. But I think this format is going to be incredibly matchup reliant. Like what I mean, I know all formats are matchup reliant, but I think this format is going to be like very, very match. Like if you're running Xerneas, you know going into that you're going to have a matchup that's not as favorable against Zacian or Solgaleo, for example.
Or Dustman.
Yeah.
Man, Zacian gets Swords Dance. Oh my goodness, forget it.
Oh god. Now, do you run it? Debatable.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, just click Behemoth Blade. What else do you need to click?
Yeah.
Okay,
Play rough. Okay.
let's say Kiara wanted to play a Xerneas team, right? What
Okay.
do you guys reckon would be good for her to
Amoonguss.
start off?
Amoonguss Incin.
Amoonguss. Just leave that.
Amoonguss Incin.
Yeah, Amoonguss, redirection, click the Geomancy button, and have fun.
I prefer Indeedee on Xerneas. Because what you do is you put like Xerneas and Indeedee. There's a lot of things that just can't stop because they can't fake Xerneas out. You click follow me, meaning that a lot of things are just not gonna be able to hurt that Xerneas. And as soon as everybody knows this, but as soon as Xerneas gets a Geomancy up, it's like, oh no, I'm scared.
Yeah, like the rest of your team, honestly, if you're gonna run, like you just have to support it and have answers to the rest of the meta. So like, Amoonguss, a redirector with Xerneas is good. You're gonna run him on Incineroar, obviously. Aleki's good. Yeah, like Lando's good. Like those are like staples.
And I think the thing about Xerneas is just you have to know what beats it, what gets rid of its Geomancy boost. Like Haze Finny is a big one. Haze Finny is a very big problem for anything, but Haze Finny is a very big problem for Xerneas. You have to if they're bringing in Finny against your Xerneas, you have to assume, oh, they're probably clicking Haze. So again, with Xerneas, you have to play really smart, and that you should have another Dynamax Pokemon, but the majority of your team is just going to be a supporting cast.
Yeah, you are Dynamaxing Xerneas.
90% of the time.
Right. Just turn one Geomancy. Yeah, like we know what you're gonna do. Like that's the thing. Like if the team see you're running Xerneas, like they're like, okay, we know what's coming. It's gonna be redirection plus Geomancy. You know, and then the rest of your team just has to back it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Evoltal, like you snarl it. Yeah, just snarl it. Set up screens. Yeah, like things to make it where it wastes its Dynamax. So like you're gonna want to snarl it. You're gonna want to set up screens. You know that those two things already are gonna make it at least effective. A steel type is good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
having Kartana or even Solgaleo is never a bad option if you're lacking in a Xerneas counter.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of things that beats Xerneas, but then Xerneas beats a lot of things. It's Xerneas is a very good Pokemon, and it's always going to be a very good Pokemon. But I think part of the thing that made it good, as good as it was back in Ultra, for example, was the type synergy it had with Primal Groudon. So it's not as good as it was before, but it's still very, very good.
Fair enough.
Someone in in chat says Xerneas might be as an S tier. You guys don't reckon Xerneas is an S tier?
It could be. It could be.
Could be.
We would have to see how it plays out. But
Yeah.
like right now, it's definitely like a high A, like the
Yeah, I
highest of
agree.
the A's.
I think
Yeah.
that putting it in A tier right now is very safe because we don't know how the metagame is going to look in a bit. So we have no idea whether people are going to be using Xerneas or not. My bet is that the early metagame is going to be like, oh, hi Xerneas, like a lot of it. And then people are going to like stop using it more because people are going to be running more checks for Xerneas, e.g. Zacian, Solgaleo, like Duskman, etc. And then probably near the end of the metagame, it's going to be more like, oh, Xerneas is popping back up again because it died out already. So, like, I mean, that's just how formats work.
Zordor, I saw your list. What do you think of our list? It's similar, not the same, but it's similar. Zordor?
So can I just run something by everyone?
Yeah.
Sorry, I know I've gone a bit quiet. I've been just trying to get a team together. So I'm thinking about running the Ghost Rider with a Clef, then possibly having a Tapu Fini, Moltres, Rillaboom, and then the Prankster Tornadus there as well. What?
Oh, you're talking to the Spectre class guy. Oh, okay, we got this. So Spectre class has always been good, and Shadow Rider is just better Spectre. Like,
yeah.
You're running Nasty Plot on Shadow Rider 100% of the time. You're running Clefairy. Like, Clefairy should almost always be going with a Shadow Rider because Clefairy is just so good with it. You can't not, like, it's just, if you're not running Clefairy with Shadow Rider, what are you doing? Because Clefairy and Shadow Rider have such incredible, like, zero brain synergy that it's just like, I don't know what else to say.
I'm gonna. Well, I'm gonna offer that you could run Indeedee with it because you have Psychic Terrain, and then like both of them can do Expanding Force.
Yep.
So because
Indeed,
I've still got to put the moveset and everything on my Ghost Horse. So would you keep the Astral Barrage attack as well?
Yes, that's like your number one ability. Yeah. Astral Barrage, Expanding Force, Protect.
I don't think you run Protect. I think you run Nasty Plot.
Okay.
So just a bit of background. I like my friend and I. Have you guys heard of Death Feel Atom?
Say it again.
Death Feel Atom.
No.
No. Okay. So it's a bit like a series of big tournaments. It's kind of like a decently sized thing in the community. My friend and I worked on the like double horse team, and he won the event, and I top cut it. So like. The thing with horse that you have to know is that Nasty Plot, you have so many opportunities to set it up, and your opponent just won't know what to do after it.
Oh, wait! Did you say Desafio?
Desafio, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. I know that term.
Yeah, my friend.
The double horse with the Swords Dance and the Nasty Plot combo.
Yeah.
We know that team.
I love my team.
So
My team's
sorry,
awesome.
what would you run for moveset? So Astral Barrage, Nasty Plot.
Astral Barrage, Nasty Plot, Expanding Force, and your choice between Mudshot and Hyper Beam.
Yeah.
So, see, Hyper Beam I found on Spectire was good just to
it's very
gear
good.
up against
That's
another
straight.
one.
Yeah, speed control.
Yeah, you get that speed control. Whereas if you have the
Max
the
Quake,
Mudshot, yeah, you drop that special D, which is good against the Ice Horse. So it's a catch-22. Depends on the build you want to go with, obviously.
It's
basically just rebuild that team with Ghost Rider. Just rebuild that team with Ghost Rider.
That's right. I just thought I'd ask. That's all. Cause,
I think Clefairy, Shadow Rider, and Glastrier are still very good. Rotom, Urshifu, less so. Lucky is always going to be good. I think you change the set from Sashi Speed to something else, like maybe Screens. But I think you probably want Ensign because every team should have Ensign.
You need it.
It's just so good.
You need Ensign.
So good.
Yeah. And then again, you need to have it checked for Zacian. Like that's
Of
what you have to
course.
remember with your
And
combo.
that's
Like
where the Insyn comes in then, because then you can just flame charge the Zacian then.
I mean, it's not gonna kill it, but it'll do a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing that's interesting about you could run Burning Jealousy on Incineroar because it catches it on a switch in with the burn and it catches it on the first turn with the burn. So yeah, it's like Burning Jealousies.
Yeah, you need a ground move. You need a ground move and you need a fire move. Like that's how
Yeah.
you can deal with it.
Yeah.
So as long as you got those two, then okay.
Yeah, I mean, Clefairy Shadow Rider is always going to be broken. You don't really need much to put on that team because it beats everything. But at the same time, like you just want to have a good supporting cast there. Having Glastrier for Trick Room is always going to be good. I don't know. There's a lot of different options. I think that you should always be running Shadow Rider, Clefairy, Aleki, Incin, and Glastrier. And the last slot's like, do what you please. What do you think is what you think is optimal for the matchup?
Yeah. Well, the whole reason why I was going to put Moltres on the team because we're discussing how it's like a plebs version of the Yveltal, so I thought could run the Moltres for that.
Well, yeah, you're gonna need that because a lot of the psychic mons are gonna be weak to dark, and you're gonna need some dark on your squad. So Moltres is not bad at all.
Yeah.
It also gives you a good matchup in the mirror of Shadow Horse.
So what should I look at taking off my team then? Like if I'm running Clefairy, Finny, Moltres, Rillaboom, Tornadus, and King Rider, what?
Why do we need Tornadus?
Yeah, that's my question really.
Why do we need Tornadus?
It keeps up with Kyogre Tailwind, but that's all I can see, and you kind of are doing okay against that already with Rillaboom.
Yeah, you could throw that on there. Like it doesn't merit enough warrant on a team where like unless you're running Rain, I don't think you need it. Just go ahead with the Moltres.
Yeah, cool. No,
Kiki,
I've already got a Rain team built that I'm going to use. And you guys are probably going to hate it if I'm going to be truthful.
Does it have Kyogre?
It's got Kyogre and it's also got,
it can't be too bad.
I got Barraskewda as well.
What?
Oh, no.
Why?
No.
There's a fear already. I can hear the no.
Well, because the thing is, like Barraskewda is not a bad Pokemon, but like the rest of your team needs to be able to answer the rest of the meta. Yeah. Right, Kiki?
Right, Kiki?
No.
Anyway, guys, so it's Kiara's birthday on February the 8th, and we're planning to host.
Oh, geez, she's the day before me.
Tournament.
9th, yes. So we're gonna do a tournament.
Yeah.
Planning to, and have like a livable trophy this time, and hope you guys are interested. Would you guys be interested? Are you guys free on February the 8th? That would probably be
I'm in America.
Yeah, that would probably be your 7th.
7 what?
8th.
The 7th of February.
7 a.m.
The 8th, I'll be working.
Wait, I'm confused.
So this is could you put the time? What time zone are you guys?
Alright, Australia, no?
Yeah, in Australia, Melbourne, Australia.
Okay. And you're saying what time? It's on February the 8th. What time for you guys?
It should start about 10, because last time that suited most.
So I'm just gonna look at time converter for EST because
I forgot.
That's 6 p.m. for that's on a Saturday. Yeah, probably. I should be able to if I'm not doing anything else, which I shouldn't be.
There's a few tournaments on that weekend as well, but we've been planning this for a while. I just haven't had the chance to announce it. But if it all goes to plan, but if it doesn't, it would be the following weekend. But hopefully you guys.
Wait, but you said February 8th. That's a Monday.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Then her birthday's that's why we're doing it on the 7th.
Oh, okay. That's a Sunday. Ooh.
No, the Sunday is the 6th because I'm doing a 12-hour charity stream on that day.
Okay, so maybe that weekend.
Sunday's
maybe
the
it's not, that
7th.
weekend is not good for your birthday stream, Kia.
Yeah, I have.
Okay.
Friday the 13th? Oh, Saturday the 13th. Oh boy.
Oh, is that gonna be fine that weekend? Let's hang on. Let me check.
I mean, I will do I'll do my best to make it.
We'll see.
Which weekend are we talking? The following one?
Yeah.
Let me have a look at the calendar. I don't have anything planned for that weekend, no.
Okay, well, we will announce something up soon. I'll just get some, we'll see what suits everyone best, and we'll announce.
Yeah, put it in the Facebook chat.
Yes.
Put it in the Facebook chat.
Yes, we will. We will. So, is there anything else you guys want to add for Series 8? Everyone excited?
Oh, wait. Okay. Can I do a shameless plug to my VGC YouTube channel?
Yes.
Sure.
No.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna put it in the Twitch chat right there. Yeah. So I still got like one more Series 7 team to cover, and then like more and more Series 8 stuff. But yeah, there it is. I passed 100 subs. I think like 2 weeks ago. I've had the channel for about a month now.
Oh,
but yeah,
dude.
yeah. So like I'm still gonna be uploading teams.
Oh, cool. We'll have a look at that too.
Yeah, like I'm gonna have a Kyogre team up there. I'm gonna have a Groudon team up there. You're gonna see both the Shadow and Ice Rider teams on there, and then you'll see Solgaleo team up there. Those are like the first 5 teams I'm gonna be doing. So
do a Mewtwo team for me.
Stay tuned. What's that?
Do a Mewtwo team for me.
A Mewtwo team.
Oh, look,
Oh,
I've
man.
just quickly whipped one up that I'm going to try. I'm thinking Mewtwo, Indeedee, Metagross, Tapu Fini, Incineroar, and the Rillaboom.
Kiki, if you want a Xerneas team, I think I can help you with that. Hold on.
Xerneas. Okay, yeah. I actually have this. What about this? I'm gonna type it in the chat. And again, this is just like very general, but I think it's still relatively standard. Okay, what about this?
I just sent you the Poke Paste for the Xerneas team on Discord if you want.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I typed just the 6 mons that I think should be a good Xerneas team in general. Like Xerneas, Amoonguss, and then like Screen Zaleki, Incin, Lando, and Grimmsnarl would be okay.
A lot of options.
Yeah, like definitely Xerneas, Amoonguss, like Xerneas plus some redirector you're gonna want, and then a supporting crew.
Yeah.
Maybe instead of Amoonguss Indeedee, so you can't fake out the Xerneas when I play it?
That's fine.
Because of
Yeah, that's fine.
Idea.
Can you follow me?
Yeah, and the team I sent you has Regieleki, Kana, and Indeedee, so you have double redirection. And you have a choice between Amoonguss and Indeedee, so I don't think you're ever gonna get faked out there.
Yeah. Okay, we'll have a look at it and she'll get testing.
Yeah, like the thing with team, like you just have to like look at where its strengths are and like where its weaknesses are, and then like round out the supporting cast to like compensate for that, and then also answer for the meta. Because like you can see like Xerneas has only like 95 defense, so it's gonna get like it's gonna take like some physical hits. But like if you have Intimidate on your team, you can mitigate that, and then if you have screens, that's even better because like 95 defense, 98 defense, while not terrible, is not great. So like screens or Intimidate is really gonna help it. So that's why like Incin or Lando or like a screen setter is gonna help it a lot.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean,
that's what I think.
Just support Xerneas as much as you can.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, is there anything else anyone wanted to add before we end the stream?
No. You have like 15 seconds before 2 hours. This is the 2-hour Twitch thing.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you guys for joining.
All right, goodbye.
Thank you.
So much today, and hopefully we'll come back in a few weeks and we'll see if our tier list is what we had thought. And thank you so much, guys.
Don't forget to save the tier list.
I did. I downloaded.
Yeah.
All
Alright.
Does anyone
Thanks,
want to
guys.
help me out with the Kyogre Dynamax adventure? I will put the code in the Facebook chat. Not now for us. Kiki's got to go have some dinner, but we'll talk to you guys. I mean lunch.
Dinner.
Yeah, that's our dinner.
Oops. All right, but yes. So thank you so much to everyone who joined in. This is an amazing stream. Had so much fun. Learned so
All right,
much.
have a good one.
Have a good one, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiki.
Bye.
Thank you
See
for
you guys.
having me.
Peace.
No, thank you for joining.
No problem. Anytime.
All right, you guys are awesome. Bye.
Gotcha.
Bye.